And welcome back. It is our midday makeover, and I am joined by Lisa Rustici, who is a life coach. We're going to be talking about some of the habits of healthy and happy people. Yes. But first, I want to find out, Lisa, what exactly is a life coach?
A life coach is a fairly new type of career. It's someone who can give you that unbiased opinion and those tools you can use to live your best life. Sometimes you just need that, other person to kind of look at your life and say, here are some things you could tweak, here are some things you might want to try. So that's what a life coach does.
All right, and you are here to talk about habits of happy people, and let's
Yes.
kind of walk through those and find out what they are.
Okay, so habits are important because we tend to repeat 40% of our behavior every day. So you want to have good habits. So some of the happiest people, first of all, they put themselves first, which sounds a little selfish, but actually it's not about selfishly ignoring others or mistreating others. It's more about taking care of yourself so that you can bring your A game to your friends, your family, your coworkers, and be more comfortable with who you are.
Okay, and now for me, say I'm a mom of a toddler, I have a 3-year-old son, I have a husband, I work 50 hours a week, I'm running around all the time. How do you kind of find and carve out that time to focus on yourself?
I think you actually have to schedule it in. I think you actually put it on your calendar like you put so many other things, because if you don't, it does tend to get pushed to the background. And then you become resentful, you find that life isn't everything you want it to be.
Okay, moving on to habit number 2.
So then secondly, the happiest people try to strive to make a positive difference in the world. They enjoy making other people smile. And when they take care of themselves, they then have the energy to do that.
Okay,
All right.
number 3.
Thirdly, this is a tough one, but the happiest people don't take things personally.
That is a tough one.
It is a really tough one. But they realize that nothing that other people say or do is ever about them.
So that's really a mindset.
Yes, that is a mindset. And it is, again, a habit is something you have to practice. So the more you practice it, the easier it becomes. Fourthly, happy people know how to set their priorities, know how to maintain balance, because if you don't, you get a lot of unwanted stress. Obviously, that doesn't make you happy. So they align their choices with the things they find are important, like family, career, health, and even fun. Sometimes you have to schedule in the fun, too.
Hard to believe, but you make a really good point.
And lastly, the happiest people realize that happiness is a choice. It's not something we have to go find. It's something we have to decide that we're going to be. So those are the people always looking for the silver lining in that dark cloud on a day like today. Might be hard to find. But they realize that when they focus on what they do have instead of what they don't have, they feel more grateful, they feel better. When we feel better, we do better.
And the one thing that I think I've been learning as I get a little bit older is I can't control always what happens, but I can control how I react to what happens.
Absolutely. That's the key. That is the key.
All right. Well, Lisa, I want to thank you so much for coming on our show.
Thank you for having me. I so admire WENY for having me here and letting me share some food for thought.
Well, wonderful. And we are going to have this segment posted online for you coming up after the show. Lisa, again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for Midday Makeover.